trip through the most dangerous country in the world.
United States?
New York!
That's right, off to New York City with my 2 daughters, Lindsay and Daphne. And that's me. I'm Len.
And we're off.
It started off with a lovely view of Niagara Falls. Whoosh.
What sound does water falling make? Okay, and while we were driving to New York, it was pouring. Like, it would not stop. The downfall, it was cats and dogs out of the sky.
When we saw the city for the first time, somebody was very excited in the car.
Ah, there it is! The city! The Big Apple! I'm so excited to be back here. Back in the city.
She's never been to New York before.
You've never been to New York.
I've missed it so much.
We got to New York, we saw the view, we took the ferry over to New York.
So much garbage in the water.
A lot of water.
What garbage in the water?
There was
So
garbage in the
much.
water. It was like Starbucks cups,
Was it?
Like
plastic
you went
bags, yeah.
by and each wave had just its own little filter of garbage.
Yeah.
I was too busy taking pictures and videos of the city. Then we walked to the hotel. This is us walking.
Walk into the hotel.
And then we went to the Brooklyn Bridge. Took the subway over to Brooklyn and walked back.
First experience on the subway was all right. There was this group of teenage boys and they had a can of beer and I thought that was really funny.
There was.
And one of them kept looking at me and so I stared at him for a while and then he stopped looking.
I didn't notice that.
So we're here at the Brooklyn Bridge because what other bridge would we be at? There are no other bridges.
Who walked in these streets?
Steve Rogers.
Captain America?
Yeah.
No shit.
Steve Rogers is actually from Brooklyn.
Is he?
So Jake Peralta as well.
Oh yeah?
Heard of him?
Yeah, I heard of him. It was drizzling a little bit.
It was drizzling when we took pictures at the Manhattan Bridge. Then you just shots of of us at the Manhattan Bridge. And then
All right, so the Brooklyn Bridge up there, and we don't know how to get there. How do we get up there? Fly? So we just went on the Brooklyn Bridge, but it was the Manhattan Bridge. We went on the wrong bridge. How did we get there? We're not sure.
then we went looking for the Brooklyn Bridge, which took us like, how long did it take us?
A while.
So then we got onto the Brooklyn Bridge and we were walking from Brooklyn to Manhattan.
There's the daughters.
Like it slowly starts drizzling. There's a wedding.
Picture with you at the wedding.
Wait, I forgot how to take a picture. I'm busy this one.
There's a wedding there on the Brooklyn Bridge. We're gonna be some of their wedding shots. Oh, we can see the Statue of Liberty from here too.
Shit! It starts drizzling a little harder.
Brooklyn Bridge. From the Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge.
That wouldn't happen to be the one in Brooklyn, would it?
Yes. It is the Brooklyn Bridge.
In Brooklyn.
What have you? What have you? Next day we had bagels for breakfast.
Bagels. When I say bagel, you say bagel. Bagel, 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 bagel. Bagel, bagel,
Butter.
bagel, bagel, bagel.
First stop, we lost a race to the Southern train. Nice walk through Central Park. What did you think of the park?
Nice park, yeah.
Big park,
Nice
yeah.
park, yeah.
Nice bridge
Nice
that we
bridge.
took a picture
Cool
on.
bridge, yeah. That's cool bridge.
Then we went to the Met, saw the art, lots of art.
There was a lot of really cool art there, but it really pissed me off as like a professional artist to see that people were like all crowding. Like went to the Van Gogh exhibit, right? And like everybody was like crowding around like, oh my god, look at this art. Oh my god, Van Gogh, such an amazing artist. And then like we went upstairs right afterwards and they had like literal rooms, multiple rooms full of like Monet paintings. And I'm like, and there was Picasso paintings. Artists of the same caliber, of the same famousness, have rooms dedicated to them upstairs. They were losing their minds over paintings that they wouldn't lose their minds over otherwise.
Monet, Tip Tippy Day Day.
Monet, Manet, Tippy Tippy Day Day.
Seinfeld scene.
And the same with the Karl Lagerfeld, which made me even more angry because I actually know clothing stuff.
Take 3. So in the Met, Lindsay was trying to do a film with Daphne. Daphne was trying to act, but she kept laughing.
No, you're
pretty
my actor. You're my hired actor.
So that was the Met. We just visited the Met. Spent 3 hours looking at art, sculptures, paintings, all kinds of stuff. For lunch, we stopped for some sushi. They had sushi.
It was really good sushi,
I had
actually.
sushi.
It was really good.
Then we went on the Roosevelt tram to the Roosevelt Island. That was included with the MetroCard.
Good afternoon, folks. Please hold on to the rails while the cabin is in motion.
Excellent view.
And we saw the
Beautiful
city.
view.
We saw the city.
So we just took the Roosevelt tram. We're across on some island. It's Roosevelt Island. That's the island we're on. And we're just enjoying the view of the city from here. Everyone's pooped already on day 1 of New York with the daughters. We're lining up for the tram, and this time we're on the other side. I think this side has a much nicer view. Here we are right in the building right across. Can you see us? I forgot the camera on sometimes, so here's some weird shots. Walking.
We went on a walk.
High Line.
High
It's
Line.
called the High Line.
Called the High Line.
Went on the walk on the High Line with the pink tree and like weeds.
Pretty cool.
Weeds.
It had
Lots of
weeds.
weeds, yeah.
They had like natural flowers for the area, but I don't think there's been a natural flower in that area for 100 years.
Yeah.
So it just looked like weeds pretty much.
Pretty much. We're walking on the High Line.
On the Skyline.
High Line.
High Line in New York, baby.
New York, baby. And we went to Chelsea Market and walked through it.
Really cool, really cool. They had some t-shirts.
We just walked through the city after.
Yeah, what do we see? A baby.
Panda?
A baby rat. When did you see a baby panda? Where was this panda that I didn't see?
I didn't see a baby panda.
I didn't see no baby panda. Oh, so we went for lunch. We went to see the
Flatiron
Building. Came here and it doesn't look very good because it's covered in stuff, construction stuff. The Shake Shack.
That?
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the original Shake
It's an
Shack.
actual shack.
The milkshake was like the best milkshake I've ever had in my life, and the chicken was so tender and juicy, but it was like, it wasn't juicy, like you know when you have juicy chicken and it's like, it like squirts water out. It's like
like that.
rose,
It was
but like
just
this was like moist, like nice.
Walk around the fountain. Here we have a park, nice trees. And there's the Empire State Building. And the first night we went to Times Square and we saw all the Barbie posters. Lindsay was posing in front of all the Barbie posters. Are you a Barbie fan?
Yes. Barbie's biggest fan. I watched all of her movies ever. Every single one. I have all the songs memorized. I know the plots, everyone. I know the characters. Raquel, Ken, Ryan. All of them, all of them.
Here's Lindsay posing in Times Square.
I'm waiting for Barbie.
Comes the BMX crew.
They're just making disruptions.
The cops just were like, get off the street. And an accident. I think I filmed it. Oh, is it freaking wheel bent? I felt like a donut, so I had a Krispy Kreme donut. And Lindsay got a chef hat.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Cool.
Cool. And that's it for day 1. Subway back to the hotel. Next morning, we had crepes for breakfast. Pretty good crepes. And then we went to 9/11 Memorial.
9/11.
9/11 Memorial.
They're just big fountains.
It was like a big hole in the
Pretty
ground.
cool. We then went to see the Statue of Liberty via the Staten Island Ferry. Alright, what do you think so far of this giant ferry?
It's cool. It's cool.
We're leaving the dock here. We're leaving the city. Goodbye near Manhattan.
Just like in Spider-Man.
We were waiting for Spider-Man or the bad guys to come and split the boat in half, but everything was
No
fine.
Donald Glover.
It made it back and forth, no problem. Lindsay, when Spider-Man get here?
I would hope not.
Or maybe when the boat gets cut in half.
It'd be a real shame.
We're waiting for Spider-Man here
Spider-Man's not coming.
to come save the boat.
I don't want that. Back hold, the big city, the last hole. You can go try out some premium Scottish whiskey. It's cool, it's small.
Small, yeah, not as big as you think. I mean, it's big enough that you can go up in the head.
So how many people?
Not many. Welcome to Staten Island. We took a walk around the little mall, and that was our Staten Island experience. I gotta say, that's a good looking ferry. And then we came back on the Staten Island ferry and went for a walk in Battery Park. Just a park.
It was a nice park.
Nice
Pretty
park,
cool,
nice
pretty cool
park.
park. Good trees, grass.
Lindsay was FaceTiming her friend.
That's it. Is this what I call?
Over again to
raised many other communities' flags to be a voice right here.
The bull is busy on both ends today.
We found an empty subway cart and we just ran around it for a minute.
That was
Yeah,
really cool.
the empty subway car was cool. We had it all to ourselves. The next stop was the Ghostbuster Fire Hall. We're here at the Ghostbuster headquarters.
And it was just announced that Nick DeVries will not be driving for...
What's that got to do with ghosts?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, we took a walk through Chinatown. What do you think of Chinatown? All that fish everywhere?
Very fishy.
Very fishy.
Very fishy.
That's a lot of fish. Oh, you get seashells. Back on the subway.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I got a PJ.
So just at the Seinfeld restaurant, 25 years later, from when I first went, took some photos, and took some photos with the kids this time. They got their photos, I got my photos. Chasing the pigeons. Like I said, yours? All right, here we are at the Arc at Washington Square Park.
Hey guys, we're actually filming a video right here in the park. The actual park with the trees and the pigeons. Video. What's up guys? Yeah.
Here's Lindsay here, taking some shots. How's that?
Bad.
Fluffy dog.
Having my
And-
marvelous Miss Maisel moment.
There's a guy over there doing free healing.
What can he heal?
Huh?
Should we go ask him what he can heal?
No, I'm gonna heal my hand.
Oh,
I'll go ask.
He healed my hand.
did he?
He actually made it worse, but it's okay.
Okay. Watch out for that healer guy. We went to have some Joe's Pizza. The kids had Joe's Pizza.
Yeah, it was good pizza. Really good.
It was really good. They had Mexican Coke.
We're always on the losing train. While in New York, we stayed at the Hen Now Hotel. It had this cool dinosaur in the lobby. This is the hotel. And we had a nice room. Basic room. Second night, we went to see a Broadway show.
Broadway
show.
musical. The Book of Mormon.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Lindsay got to meet all the actors.
I
and
got to meet
actresses.
all of the actors and the actors, and like
She got
I got all of them to sign my playbill. Every
Except for
single one
one.
of, except for one, which kind of the one I wanted the most. But it's
He just
okay.
ran out at the
He
very
just ran
beginning.
out of the building, and he was like, "Okay, bye guys." Kind of disappointing, but it's okay because I got the rest of them to sign my playbill. I still have it.
Cool. Then Tuesday night, my sister arrived after the show.
Bum, bum, bum.
To New York.
Is that a camera?
Next morning, first thing, we went to Grand Central Station. Saw the cool station. Pretty big. It was a train station.
I had some of the zodiacs on the ceiling. I was missing a couple.
Oh, that thing.
And then we went to the Summit One Vanderbilt.
They gave us free sunglasses.
Free sunglasses, free feet covers.
Yeah, free covers are funny. Building. That was a nice building. Nice views. All right, guys, here we are at the Empire State Building. The Avengers Tower.
There's a whole...
Definitely found a ball. Throw the ball in the camera. Here we go.
Ready? Ready?
What? This is the ballroom. Oh, they're collecting over here. Up here, looking outside the view. Drinking the most expensive drinks you can buy. Is that me?
Yeah, each of ours has our own.
Coming back down to Earth. We then stopped by the Trump Tower. We checked out a couple of churches. And we just walked around and soaked in the city. Yeah. Then we went to the Schwartz toy store. That was pretty cool. Like, Daphne got some stuffed animal and Lindsay played with some toys. Pig. Crackers? Going to space? We're at the New York Public Library.
You know what? What we saw though was kind of boring. I mean, like, it's a library. You wouldn't go to a library in Oakville just because.
It was a nice old building though. That's where you go
It was a
if
nice
you're
little
gonna survive Ice Age.
Yeah. Yes,
From, like,
yes. Jake
2012.
Gyllenhaal went. We know.
Then we sat in the park. What was that park called?
Bryant Park.
Bryant Park. We sat in there in some tables there in Bryant Park. Had a little
I
break.
had ice cream. It was really good.
Yeah. We went down to Pier 35 to swing on some swings. What did you guys? You guys swung on the swings. How were they? Were they worth the walk?
You know what? We were so hot that it was like kind of we didn't even realize that we were sitting down at that point. But and it was still cool that we got to go there and we have pictures. But yeah, it was nice.
Nice view of the bridges from there.
Yeah, nice view. Really nice view. Smelled nice too. It wasn't as bad.
Next morning.
Let's talk about the breakfast we had the next morning because oh my god. We had the breakfast the day before as well, but the second day it was just as good. We had pancakes and French toast. Some of the best breakfast I've ever eaten in my entire life. The way like it melted on your tongue, the way that the flavors of the fruit were brought out, and the chocolate and the buttery like breadness of the carb parts of the breakfast themselves, so delicious. I 10 out of 10 recommend. If you are in the area and you need to get a breakfast quick, go there. Where did we go?
It was Andrew's Diner, I think.
Andrew's Diner, guys.
Corner of 35th and 7th, I believe. Picture of all of us with the flag. And then we walked to Times Square again in the morning to have a daytime view of Times Square because we only went the night before, 2 nights earlier.
Smell less of substances, if you know what I mean.
Here we have all the Barbie posters. And then we also, on the way home, we bought these donuts that were like $6 each.
Famous on TikTok.
So
They're
good.
famous
on
donuts.
TikTok.
They're very good
So
donuts.
good,
Very
donut.
good, but
I
$6
didn't
good.
like mine.
And after we got the donuts, that was it. Time to head home, but we stopped at B&H Photo. Continued walking. We saw the pink tree again, way down there. And there's the vessel.
So long,
Boarded and headed
farewell, Alita San.
And that's it. That was a New York trip.
Goodbye, New York.
You guys go back?
Yeah, I'm going back.
We're in New Jersey.
It smells worse here than New York.
We've left. Our trip is over. Now the drive home. And that was it. Say goodbye to New York.